Audio test. Audio test. All right, we are in, got our mic checks done, and we are off and running for this Platinum Singles Final 2024 WBCA 9-Ball Championships. And what a thrilling third place match we just saw between Alex Brown and AMAN SUNAR. Went hill, and lots of drama. But this matchup, we got a player that, in Robert GERING, Babalu, the owner of Babalu Billiards out of Roseburg, Oregon, coming to Lincoln City and having a heck of a tournament, undefeated in this tournament, going against AMAN SUNAR, a monster, as we call him.
Yeah, a monster. I love that nickname so much. I mean, got his name in it. Just, you could be, if you spell it out, AMAN and Sir.
Yeah.
You have to have the stir in there. I like it.
Right.
Couple of bumping into balls and getting into the real target realms, working it out.
And AMAN, I think he's feeling good right now because he had one foot out the door about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, talk about like just a wave of emotions. Getting kicked in for the scratch on the hill break. Your opponent has ball in hand and draws and corner hooks himself on the side point. Just
absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And guys, if you could hit that share button and make sure to share this stream out. I know a lot of people are going to want to watch this finals match. That works.
Crystal Deal. We got Logan rooting for Babalu here. Come on, AMAN fans. You got to speak up. We got know you're out there.
And AMAN playing out of the Seattle area, getting into pretty much every big event out there that you can imagine, even the Opens and the WNT. Seattle 9-Ball Open was in that, and he gets into everything.
I believe he's driving back today to jump on a flight tonight to fly down to Vegas and play in the $626,000 entry tournament this weekend. So, yeah, he's playing a little pool right now.
Right. He loves the game. Grew up as a snooker player, a converted snooker to pool player. And Babalu, Robert Gehring, a veteran of the game, been playing his entire life, took a long time out of the game for various reasons and has just been coming back into it. Did not really have an established Fargo rating. Came in at a 560 something, but he knew that he was higher than that. He said, you should, they put him into platinum instead of gold, even though he would have fit in gold. And I think that's the right thing to do, and he was fine with that as well. So, okay, scratch on break from AMAN. I always want to say Amar accidentally because it's SUNAR,
right,
in the last name, and it's
I
easy
do
to
the same thing.
It's easy to mess it up.
Us white guys and unfamiliar with non-white names, please forgive us.
Just call him a monster.
Yeah. Babalu here with a nice opportunity with ball in hand. That 2 looks pretty tight into the 5. He's getting real close to his work here. Maybe a little.
Yeah, real close. He does still have the back cut.
Might be playing the combo now that he's on this line.
It looks like it.
Nice way to work that out.
Yeah, well played. Bit of a stretch here. Uh-oh, that's going to be trouble. So being stretched over the table can cause errors if you're not, really comfortable with.
Yeah, but he is a golf player. This 2-rail kick, I think he has.
He's a fast player too.
He got on that kind of quick.
And this is my first time watching Bob play, Mr. Gehring.
This is my first time watching him play on a 7-foot table. I've played him on a 6x12 playing golf and a little bit of 9-foot table, but clearly he's playing well to have gone undefeated thus far. And AMAN kind of coming in right after a match. I mean, he literally ran down from table 10 to table 1 to play.
And AMAN going to get off to a 2-0 start. And we got all kinds of finals action here in Lincoln City today. It is finals day for Lincoln City singles. We've got bronze 1, bronze 2, silver 1, silver 2, gold and platinum finals matches all on the EvoSports live stream tables. And then you've got the elite finals. It's going to be on Raw Hannah's On the Wire Creative Media stream.
That's happening right now.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's the Chad Bisconner versus Clay. For
that's the B-side final is happening right now. Chad Bisconner, Clay Belvoir is getting started. Finals times right now. You've got bronze 1 and bronze 2 competing on the EvoSports tables. Bronze 1 finals is on table 3. Bronze 2 finals is on table 4 right now, I believe. And the silver 1 and 2 divisions for finals is going to be at 6 p.m. on EvoSports. The gold finals will be at 4:30 on table 1. Lots of great action.
All right, we got a Amar fan in the
AMAN.
Man,
I know. I did.
Jeez. AMAN, thank you. Saying he's gonna eat him alive. That's a little play on the monster.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, he's off to a very fast start. We're like 10 minutes in, and he's up 2-0. A good jump, a good hit, and
That was off of the break. He could have pushed out there, but he went on the offensive, huh?
yeah, he's an aggressive player. AMAN is a very aggressive player, but he's also incredibly good with the safeties, as we saw with the 3 foul that he put on to Alex in that B-side finals match.
Yeah, I mean, he had him tied up
And
real tough, real tough.
And just so you guys know, AMAN has to win 2 straight sets against Robert. This is a double dip scenario. A good attempt on the jump combo from...
It's going to pinch up on the 9 now. It's going to slow down. Tables are playing a little slower each and every day that I've noticed, like with the humidity and all the play. Just ever so slightly. I keep thinking that ball's going to roll a little bit further and it checks up a little bit more. Overcuts. Gonna give up a shot.
And if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Babalu's Billiards in Roseburg, Oregon, if you're ever in that area, check him out. How many tables does he have in there, Trevor? Like 20?
Oh yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah, I think it's like 22 9-footers, I believe. It's definitely the most 9-footers in a pool room in the North Pacific. That is for sure.
Rattles that 2-ball and leaves an open look. So that's going to leave an opportunity for AMAN, and everything here kind of connects. The 4 plays to the side, so he's just checking that. Good opportunity to get out for AMAN and take a 3-0 lead. I like it. Little angle on the 3 to help out. 6-ball is big here. You want to make sure that you hit this window between the 6 and 8. Unless, yeah, there you go. Right in that window. And now this is the transition on this rack that's going to be, the most difficult. And I don't think it's too tough. He got himself really good on the 4, a nice straight angle on the 4. So I think he's just going to draw back a few inches and play the 5 from a distance. Yep. Doesn't want to be hampered by the 6. So this... Okay, so my question to you, Trevor, is are you slow rolling this ball, or are you going to use top inside and hit it firm with 3 rails position to get on the 6? Or do you want to slow roll and just take the 6 from, down there?
I think I'll just draw this ball, to be honest with you, with the angle that he has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I said it just before he struck it.
Good idea.
Barely. At first, I was thinking what you were saying, just because I thought the 6 would hinder the draw stroke. But
he got a little distance here.
And draw cross table and play the 8 in the opposing pocket, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna hold it.
He rattled that, and it dropped in just barely. If he was off any more, that ball holds up.
Nice.
And AMAN just making quick work of these racks. And Bob just blinked, and it's 3-0. He's like, wait a second, have we started? This is practice round, right?
Yeah. That's the mindset. If you lose this one, like, all right, that was warm-ups. Got to feel for how you're playing. Got to change the pace.
Who else out there in the chat? Who you rooting for? Where are you from? Say hello to us.
Drew, I agree with you. In the chat, he's talking about
Yep.
Amar getting ready for the big tournament this weekend. I was talking with him yesterday, and he was like, man, this is the greatest practice that I can be having for it. I'm playing a 625 and below, getting ready for a 626 tournament coming up this weekend. But you are right. The tables in Vegas will play different.
Much drier conditions, absolutely. They got that air conditioning cranking in Vegas, obviously, and that dries out the tables. And here we're at the beach next to the ocean, right? So it's a huge difference between the humidity levels in the Las Vegas casino versus here. What's up, Chris Law in the chat? Hello. And he's given us the 411 on Babalu Billiards, 22 9-foots, 9 7-foots, and a snooker table and a 3-cushion table. That's a full-service pool hall right there. You got everything you can need.
For sure. And that snooker table, I can attest to how tight it plays. I think it's 3-inch pockets with 2.5-inch balls. It is a brutal table.
Wow.
We play snooker on it, or not snooker, we play golf on it. And
wait, you don't mean 2.5-inch balls, because that's,
or 2.25-inch balls is standard. So 2-inch balls, 3-inch pockets.
Right.
That's right. Snooker balls.
Snooker balls. I think they're a little under 2 inches. Yeah. Are they?
I'm gonna have to look that up. I think you're right. I know that they're at least 2 inches or smaller.
Okay, so getting on this 5. He's got the right angle, Babalu does, to get down to the 5. Needs some spin to take. This is okay. He's got the angle.
Snooker balls are typically 2 inches and a 16th.
Oh, okay. Great. So just slightly over 2. All right. And he needs it to slow up. Where's the humidity?
Like I said, it feels like his
on.
mind is a little slower. I mean, I thought that ball would have been sitting right up underneath the 7, but he's looking real nice here. Draw across.
Yeah. And he wants to get fairly flat on this 8 ball. Doesn't want to have a big angle on it. Yeah, because you get the big angle now. You're taking the consideration of you're going to come into the 9, and it's probably going to be okay.
I think you just roll into it and kind of take the half ball hit on the 9. And
yeah.
if you don't get a full contact, it's going to get funky.
Yeah, but he hit it a little firmer than I would have liked to hit that. I think it was natural to just kind of breeze off of the 9. But a lot of players feel a little more comfortable with the accuracy with
Is he going to get the 2-railer?
Oh my goodness. Babalu. Robert Gering gets a 2-rail, never fails, 9-ball love.
Oh man, I had someone do that to me in
That's
Vegas.
9-ball.
My first time down there, I was playing this gal, and she hit that shot hill against me, and her whole family there was through a cheering session, and she's over there saying, no, this guy's over here feeling it. 1 pocket shot, Tony.
Yeah, and it's funny because I heard the crowd noise after that fluke on the 9, and we're like 50 feet or 100 feet away from where that's, or no, actually we're not. This is table 1, so we're 20 feet away. But we must have a crowd over there watching. I haven't really poked over to look, but I definitely heard the oohs and ahs. Yeah.
The whoop. Yeah. Man, I got to say, I love Aman's smile on his face. It doesn't matter if he just had a fluky thing go, like the 9-ball going in against him right there. Like, he's still over there just smiling ear to ear, having a blast.
Yeah.
Really love his energy around the pool table.
I did too. I quickly became a fan of AMAN SUNAR when I played him, and he just destroyed me in an open tournament. Earlier this year, maybe a few months back, but it was so much fun to play him because he's just a jovial, happy guy.
Yeah.
But even when things aren't going his way, he's not a poor sport.
Yeah, it reminds me of Alex Pagulayan a little bit in that regard, like just really enjoying himself at the table.
Yeah, nice cut on the 1, but he's tied up the 4, I believe. it might play still, and the 3 is in a fortunate position. Is he coming into this?
I think he was thinking along those lines.
Yeah.
I think that angle he's coming into was going to get a little dangerous, so a little fortunate to catch the 9 and not have it tie up. The 4 could play past the 7 still. I have a hard time holding this. Really trickled that one in, maximized the minimal angle on the 4 ball here.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Does this... I might have a ref watch just because it might be really... Well, I guess if the 7...
Yeah, 7 moves at all, it should be a foul.
Yeah, right. If the 7 moves at all. Good shot from Bob.
I was speaking with Bob just before Alex and Amon played, and he was like, yeah, a lot of people don't know me, so they don't know what I'm about. And I'm like, yeah, you got that wily skill about you.
You talking about Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him. I've just met him a couple of times, and I like him a lot. He's doing a lot of great things for the pool community. He's doing stuff for the university, putting on pool, getting pool courses in the university there. So that's really cool. Oh my goodness. And another missed 9 ball, and you saw the body movement on that stroke. That's the nerves kicking in right there.
Yeah.
And that, might have to do with just being out of the action for quite some time for him. There was a lot of elbow movement on that 9 ball, and he missed it badly. And Amon gets, that's kind of repay, right? It's sort of like, all right, you didn't deserve the last one, and I didn't deserve this one, so we'll call it good, and I'll take my 4-1 lead.
all square, moving on.
Yeah. It's funny how usually they even out. In a race to 7, they doesn't always even out, though. Longer races, the rolls will even out.
Yeah, I can attest with my tournament life going on here that alternate break, race to 7 seems like a decent race, but man, just a couple little things in this 9 ball where the break is almost guaranteed on a ball. Like,
yeah,
I think you might have one funny rack in 50 where you don't make a ball with a template rack on the bar box if you're breaking from the side and get a solid hit.
Right.
And usually that's just because template rack's getting worn or something just didn't get pushed quite tight.
Okay. He's got the 1 to the corner. It's a little bit sketchy if that 2 ball is in play to I don't think the cue ball is going to brush the 2, but if it does, it's real scratchy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he clears the 2 ball, no problems. Just
Okay.
play the left side of the pocket if you are worried about it at all.
Yeah.
Just like he did there.
No problem.
It's pretty straight.
Amon looking for the break and run.
Follow up underneath the 7 is the only thing I really see here.
Uh-oh, 7 is big. 7 is a big ball. And I like the way he stands there in disbelief after one of those shots. He always does that whenever he makes kind of an error. He just kind of stands there and says, what the...
Yeah. A little self-reflection moment.
Right. Oh, boy. I'm kind of surprised that he missed the kick that badly.
Yeah, I think with that angle he's playing on, rather than top, need a little bit of bottom to check the angle. But
yeah, and he might have been... Yeah, no, he wanted to pocket that 3 ball. It's not like he was trying to come off the side of it and play safe. He wanted to pocket it, so it was... Okay.
drawn to the long rail with a little bit of outside maybe. Oh, he's playing on top.
Yeah, I think he's going side, but this is going to get... Yeah. I think he wanted to run into the 9 to get position on the 5. So a couple of positional errors in this rack, one from each player. Babalu definitely should have been out with the ball in hand, although, you know, 5-ball being on the rail can cause some problems. Let's see how good he does with the safety. And he catches the window. And what do you think? Do you go offensive, Trevor, and pull the trigger on this bank to the side, or are you looking for the safety here?
These side pocket banks like this within the 2 diamonds either way, it's like a 90% bank for me personally, so I'm definitely banking the ball.
And AMAN says, nope, I'm playing safety, and I didn't get it. Hindsight, he says, I'm taking Trevor's bank shot.
I am coming off of practicing for a bank tournament, played one this last weekend, and playing one after Lincoln City, so I've been banking the ball quite a bit, so it may not be everybody's cup of tea.
Oh, Babalu with a...
Clear the 8, and he's in good shape. Not intentionally, but...
No, I can't imagine that was intentional, but he did miss that by a good 3 or 4 inches off the pocket, so something's going on with Bob's stroke there that's causing those misses, because they're not missing. You know, he's at a... Uh-oh. AMAN gives it right back with ball in hand. So a lot of back and forth. This rack looked like it could have been a break and run in the beginning, and then a positional error from AMAN, and then a couple errors back and forth each way, and here we go. Bob with another opportunity with ball in hand to clear the table.
These balls all connect pretty well. I think you play the 5 for the 7 and have the cue ball end up right in center table. Should be in good shape.
He got a little steeper probably than he wanted, but let's see if the humidity slows the cue ball down enough. It does not. So, yeah, that steep of an angle, I knew the cue ball was going to travel. It was like, sort of, how slow is the table right now? Well,
Not that slow.
Not slow enough. Is he looking at cutting to the side?
Looks like it.
He is. And he's failed to execute. So a plethora of errors on both sides.
Yeah.
In this rack.
That was kind of how the first little part of the 3rd place match went too. It was just like ball in hand within the first, like 3 ball in hands within the first 2 racks. You know, it was just a bunch of enforced scratches.
Yeah. And I kind of chalk that up to morning pool. You know, we call it the morning effect. How many pool players are used to playing at 9 or 10 or 11 a.m.? Doesn't, you know, it's not a sport that you typically wake up in the morning and play. Unless you're me. That's when I get my practice in, is in the morning.
We got 41 viewers on a Wednesday. What day is it? I've been here too
It's
long.
Thursday.
Thursday morning.
No, I don't know what day it is either. Thursday morning, yeah. Guys, hit that share button. I think a lot of people are probably at work, but they still want to catch the action, sitting in their cubicle somewhere with their phone out, or hopefully you're not a school bus driver and but please don't drive and watch.
Yeah, you can have the stream on going. We'll give you a little bit of the play-by-play, but yeah, please don't drive and stream. Oh. I went and had to say, you don't get many dry breaks with the template rack, and what do you know?
It's because you said that, Trevor.
It is. I don't know if I like this effect of having this headset on and talking about things, and then they come to occurrence.
Yeah, you have to use the power very responsibly. Don't be frivolous with your powers. You have to really. So, 5-ball is the problem, right? 5-7.
Mm-hmm.
That's the more difficult ball to get on. The 4 is a hanger in the. Uh-oh.
Look out.
Uh-oh. That's trouble. So a lot of ball in hand fouls. We've seen AMAN with 3, I think, fouls just in the last rack and a half. And I'm curious to see how Bob is going to get on this 5 ball.
I think he wanted to be a little bit close to that bottom rail with his hand gesture there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Man, that pocket has got a magnet on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he was trying to get to with that shot. Safety coming.
We're playing the 9. Oh, okay.
A little two-way. Maybe take a chance at the cheese there, but I can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't think that was the intent.
Yeah, I think it was a 2-rail safety containing safe. Those work very good on a 9-foot table. They're very hard to execute on a 7-foot because even a shot like this is manageable on a 7-foot table. You give somebody a shot like this on a 9 and it's very low percentage.
Yeah, Suchan, I still that last 8 to the 9 was just heartbreaker indeed.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch the match on Raw Hannah's On the Wire, the last matchup between AMAN SUNAR and Alex Brown, it ended in incredible fashion. Everybody was shocked in disbelief when Alex, converting from the 8 to the 9 ball, drew a foot farther than he needed to and almost scratches, and he gets himself pocket hooked, corner hooked on the side pocket, and was unable to. He made a good attempt being hooked. He made a good attempt on the 9 ball, but there was no way really to do anything with it, and lost that Hill match on a Hill game. And he knows that he didn't need to do anything even close to that.
Yeah.
But that's the nerves, right? Speaking of nerves.
Yeah, I talked to Alex a little bit afterwards. He's like, man, I don't even know why I was in between drawing to center table and putting the big stroke, drawing up table and taking a little bit longer shot on the 9. I found myself in that funny spot.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, watch it back. It's very dramatic the way that the Hill finished. And Amar was down 6-4 and came back and won 3 straight racks. And AMAN looking to go on the hill.
What do you think? If AMAN ends up winning this set, do we want to go over there and just clear it out and make it one long continuous stream?
Yes, that's a good point. When towards the end of this next rack, we'll walk over there, make sure they don't hit end stream. We want to keep the viewers going, so we'll just reset the scores to 0-0. Yeah, good call.
If it looks like AMAN's in good position, I'll mute myself and walk that way in the last couple of balls, just on the off chance, because he's been breaking very well.
Yeah.
Like, he had a couple of real dot connecting outs against Alex in the last 2 breaks that he got.
Yeah. And if you guys are wondering what we're talking about with the scores, is on the tablets, the players are controlling this live stream. They're starting and stopping the stream on their own and keeping score on their own. And what happens is when a player gets to 7, there's a button that says end streaming. And if they end the stream there before we get to the second set, you guys will have to find the new stream on our YouTube channel. So we're going to go in there and before they hit end stream, and if it does go to the second set, and just reset the scores to 0-0, so we can just keep it one continuous stream to have both sets on.
Loving all the folks in the chat. We got Chris Lau, what's up? Kit, Chris. We got Alex. Gonna have nightmares about that 8 ball for sure. Fuggles. Brandon coming, working. Can't stop watching pool. We know how that be. We had a little EvoSports dinner last night, and we were watching the last rack of Alex and Kim playing. That 6-7 is Chris Robbins in the chat. I like if you can. I would be consider.
Whoa. Hope everybody's okay in the booth next to us. We just had something shake our wall here.
Yeah, that was startling.
Yeah. Something fell over next to us. All right, so AMAN with an error early in this rack. Neither player really playing at their potential speed, I think, so far.
It's hard getting any lines drawn as fast as.
Yeah, they
Robert's
don't. I mean, it's
both of them play fairly quickly, but that was kind of the area that I was gonna, you wanted to be into kind of this wedge for that particular 6 ball, and he did a really nice job with that long distance to get into that tight window.
Yeah, it was a small piece of real estate to get good on that 6.
Robert bearing down on that shot. Like him taking just a little extra time on that one.
Stun. He's wanted to stun out, and he's got the back cut on the 8 to the side. This should be okay.
I know this line.
You do know this shot, don't you, Trevor?
This is one you got to really watch out for that side pocket.
You got to watch out for the side pocket scratch. Somebody I know knows that scratch very, very well. It can be painful and expensive. Sorry,
that is
Trevor.
Almost the exact layout of that rag. So
I know.
Like it brought back some PTSD
PTSD.
in me.
Yeah. All right. So Babalu, he says, he shakes his fist and says, yeah.
Made a nice out.
Yeah. I mean, well, that was his first good out. I mean,
Yeah.
of the match so far. He really hasn't gotten in gear at all. He's just happy to have an out.
And the first 9 ball he's made in the intended pocket.
Correct. Correct.
Sorry, Robert. Had to take a little jab there. I knew you were cheering for it. That's why I went there.
If it was call 9, this would have been 7-0.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I don't think I've seen 2 players playing a final match with this much grins on their face. That's for sure.
Oh, they're happy to be here
Yeah,
and just loving the game.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to 52 live viewers now. Let's get it to 100, guys, because this thing is, I think, going to go to a second set, and we're going to see drama. I predict drama.
Yeah, I think. Well, Robert is the one who beat AMAN to send him to the B side. So.
Yeah, but I think that means AMAN is more motivated. He's got
Agreed.
revenge in his mind, it's going to show everybody.
And it's easy to kind of have that like free rolling mindset after getting that last set when you were in a position where you thought it was over.
That's right.
You're
It's
just kind of
you're
like
free rolling.
Yeah,
That's right.
I was already out of this tournament kind of a mindset. Now anything else is just gravy.
Yeah, he was putting on his jacket.
Gwen Towson, a really nice out. 5 of the 6 was spot on. Fuggles also agrees, as do we. Su Chan, yeah, he has a fantastic outlook. One that if more players had, there would be a lot more smiles going around. But I mean, this is a game where like focus comes into. You're gonna have to keep your emotions in check. So it's a slippery edge to kind of battle of like not being frustrated, not being too lackadaisical. You kind of have to be in that zen-like mindset of like staying present. This is kind of. I know he's the last match. He kind of slow rolled a couple of these. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Stun. Take your angle on the 4.
Go by the 8.
I don't think it does. It might, but okay, it does. It does. Now we know it does, but that's not the.
Oh my goodness. 'cause this is tough.
Yeah, this is tight.
It's a little easier shooting it when you're up 4 games, but
Yeah.
still.
So do you hit these firm, or do you kind of hit them at a slower medium pace?
I can't tell you because this particular shot.
Oh, no way! Oh, he goes off the point of the pocket, off the 8 ball, and directly into the hole, and gets shape on the 6. Okay, that's like 3 things that happened there.
That was wild.
Incredibly lucky. I told you there was going to be drama. Okay, you need to get out there.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
going to walk that way. Gentlemen,
All right.
Make sure they don't shut down the stream. I will be right back.
Thank you. And AMAN SUNAR looking to take it to a second finals set, a final, if you will. This 8 and 9 ball. And Bob says, that's good enough. Let's do it again. Trevor resetting the scores to 0. And we are going to the final of this Platinum Singles 2024 WBCA 9-ball championships. And here comes the lag. An important part of this, because you definitely want to be breaking if it goes hill. And Bob wins the lag, so he's got the break advantage in the set. Yeah, I wish I had a stand for my phone. That's one thing I want to bring next time. A little phone stand.
Yeah, I saw Zach has one on his phone. That's pretty slick.
Yeah. What's up, Gwen Townsend in the chat? Hello, Gwen. Last out could be the thing that warms him up to battle this set. We'll see. What kind of craziness was that on that 5 ball, though? Jeez.
And I was going to say on that, as I can't really attest to how I shoot that shot, because that's the shot that got me knocked out of the tournament. I slow rolled it, caught a little bit of skid, and I don't think I'll slow roll those anymore at all.
Did you hit the point of the side pocket?
No, it didn't even make it that far because it was frozen on the rail. It just really had a bad reaction with the cue ball in these conditions. I think you're going to have to put a good smooth stroke on it. This is
okay. 1 to the 3.
All right.
There's a stroke. And Babalu is fired up. He's ready to go. He says, okay, now I'm warmed up. Let's go. Yeah. Because AMAN already played a set. And Bob was basically over here, kind of hitting a few balls for about 15 minutes or so before.
Yeah, he was watching the majority of that set over there. So,
yeah, he's watching it and then decides to get warmed up. But it's still not as warm as AMAN is when it comes to table time. When you've already played a set, that's kind of
it's going to get there.
The B-side advantage, if you will, is the B-side player is typically, in stroke more than the guy who's been sitting for a while. Yeah.
Fuggles, yep. Robert is the guy who owns Babalu's Billiards in Roseburg. Hold some really good tournaments in there. It's a good spot. Oh, he's jumping. He didn't quite get there.
And it flies off the table. Good. I mean, I like the jump where it landed and stuck, right? So
I think that 5 ball
that goes down. Yeah,
that 5 ball may have actually hit the player on the other table.
Did it?
It may have.
Okay. Hopefully everybody's okay.
Up, if you look at that, I mean, it didn't look like it was that fast, but in the replay.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
I don't think it hit him.
Well, it was close.
It was
definitely got his attention.
Definitely made him turn his head.
Yeah, you do have to be aware sometimes. Balls go flying off the table with the jump shots.
Nice line on the 8-ball to just roll right up. Hits just about 2 inches above the second diamond there. Perfect.
And on the B-side final for the Elite, Chad Bisconner and Clay Belvoir. Clay is up 2-1.
Got a little skin in that action.
Who'd you take?
I took Chad over Clay.
Oh, that's right.
I took Chad to make it to the finals to get through Dan and Clay, but that is going to be one great matchup because both of those players can really. Chad's playing real strong right now. Clay always plays real strong.
Yeah, that's good action over there. How many of you out there are watching multiple matches at the same time with multiple devices? I'm curious.
Yeah, there's just yesterday and today, like there's just so much good pool going on out here at the Western BCA. Got a lot of final matches happening today. EvoSports is going to have the majority of, we've got, like you mentioned before, we got bronze 1, silver 2, silver 1, bronze 2, and gold all happening on EvoSports.
Yeah, we have all the finals on EvoSports except for the Elite. That'll be on the Wire Creative Media, Raw Henna. Check them out on YouTube or Facebook. They will be doing the Elite finals. And we have all the other finals on our tables.
This is a tough positional play from the 1 to the 2. I think he's just got to draw back about 3 inches. Oh,
he's rolling forward. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, he
needed to be way.
Yeah, and that would have been close to scratching. Did he? Maybe he didn't walk over there to really see where he needed to be. You know how it's always good to walk and see, okay, I've got to be past this mark. And if he would have done that, he would have realized that he's got to be almost in the pocket to have a shape on the 2 if you're going forward. I think that was just due to not going around to check. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, 9-ball moving.
Man,
okay.
These players play fast. It's hard to get any sort of...
Yeah. But we've got a 5-7 problem. So this will not be an easy rack to navigate. Now, Babalu might stun over and nudge the 5 because that could afford you still good position on the 4 if you do it just right. Could bring the cue ball back up. And I think that's what he's attempting here. Nope. Getting to the other side of the 4. So here we go. This is money time. Cue ball's going to have to drift off that side rail and back into the 5. That's really the only thing he has. There's no other way to do it, I don't think.
Yeah. That's just like a half a tip a top. To kind of get along that line.
Here he goes.
Always trying to carry him into the 9-ball there.
Really?
And he hit it good, but it
okay,
just
well,
didn't
you
have
know
enough
what?
Speed. That was creative.
That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, it happened to land in a perfect spot for AMAN to break out the 5 without really doing much effort. Oh.
It's going to sit up right by the side pocket. Yeah, didn't get past it, so it's workable. It's pretty thin, though.
Yeah, thin cut to the side here.
I kind of like playing this with a bunch of inside, catching right here, having it kind of come into this area here.
He's going outside.
Yeah, just go ahead and get rid of those then.
He's going outside with a slow roll, and it's going to be hard to hold.
Yeah, that's why I like the inside, is you ensure that, well, he almost got
there, but he didn't. But yeah, the inside checks it, and that's what I like about your shot is it's much easier to hold the cue ball with inside. That cut was so thin. When you're using outside, it actually puts a little bit more speed on it once it hits that bottom rail, and it's just impossible unless you're going to go down and back again.
Yeah, I think that was probably the shot with outside, is play with a little more speed and just ensure you hit that window.
Jump shot coming. AMAN gets a good contact and fouls with the scratch. And Bob's got the opportunity with ball in hand and 4 balls to tie this match up. Troy S. rooting for Babalu. What's up, guys?
Yeah, Fuggles. I think they play with is it the Andy cloth there at Babalu's? It's I'm asking the chat because I'm sure a few more there know it. And yes, it does play.
Do
Pretty
not
quick.
tell me he's going to.
He's an old school 9-ball
Why
player.
would you combo the 9 when you have an easy out? I don't like it.
Old school 9-ball players.
I mean, I know it's high percentage to pocket the 9, but
I'm on your side, but like, I mean, look at the guy's shirt. He's got the old school 9-ball.
okay.
Like,
I like it. I like it.
Ride that cheese, baby.
Well, that's not really riding the cheese like
Yeah.
It's not like an APA 2 or something where he's just, sending it flying. He's, he knew he was going to make it, but maybe he's just saving time. He's hungry. He wants to go eat breakfast. It's just, let's guys, I don't have time to make 4 balls. Let's just get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, I thought if this second set was going to be happening that we wouldn't be getting done till 1:30 or so, but as quickly as these guys are playing, man, they're going to get 2 races to 7 in under 2 hours.
And we have streamed over 200 matches in the last few days for WBCA. Wow. Guys, go to our YouTube channel on EvoSports Streaming, and there's a WBCA playlist with over 200 videos on it. You can watch any of your favorite players, and they're all titled individual matches with player names in the titles. Super easy to search and find the match that you want to watch. People ask me, say, how do I find my match? I said, did you Google your name? Because pretty much if you Google your name, you might have to type in EvoSports with your name into Google, and your match will show up on the first page almost always. We use search engine optimization on all of the matches to make sure that these players and their friends can find the matches really easily. Good safety here. Didn't quite get far enough. And Bob can see an edge of the 2.
Think so?
I think he can, but maybe I might be wrong.
He might.
Yeah.
If he does, it's going to be pretty tight.
I said that pretty definitively, but now
I'm
I don't
actually
think
looking
so.
over at the table right now, and yeah, he does have the full hook by about a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Where I'm currently sitting is actually like almost ideal.
He's going to get his jump cue.
Yeah, if you're wondering where we're all sitting, it's right over here because I am looking right down that line.
Yeah, and the jump is okay here because the 9 or the 7 can also help that 2 ball go, right? If you're offline and you come off the 7 or the 9, there's a good chance of pocketing that 2 ball. So I like the jump. The kick shot is a lower percent chance, I think, to make the ball.
Man, that's a long jump.
It is. It is.
He's going for the edge of the hit. Oh my
God. That
gosh.
one was money.
That was a heroic jump right there. Wow.
I like the cue ball too afterwards. I mean, that one was just straight up nutted. I mean, you cannot jump any better than that.
Holy.
Because that was tough, man. That blocking ball was a good 2 feet away.
I don't care who you are in the world. That was a long jump to get to land right on that ball. Boom.
That got the chat fired up too. And the Babalu fans out there are cheering, rooting him on.
Needs to slow down just a little bit. He's pretty straight on this. Might be able to really punch it in and get over for the 6 a little bit better angle, but might just have to take the... Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. Yeah, Su-Chan with perfect position, too. Like, looking like he's going to capitalize on that fantastic jump with one more good positional play from the 8 to the 9. I kind of like stunning over close to the rail and just letting yourself kind of come in 1 to 2 rails at it, depending on how you get on it. But he wants to draw back.
He's got a little angle, so should be okay.
You got to put a pretty good stroke on this.
Yeah, again, a 9-foot table is a much more difficult shot, but 7-footer should be okay.
No worries.
Well done.
Gonna hit right here with the cue ball. Straight top. Oh, he went outside.
Yeah,
Smart
I
play.
don't think he wanted to take a chance with that cue ball scratching or anything. And Bob Gehring taking the lead. The first time in the finals that he has had a lead. Was defeated in the first set 7-2. And we went down in viewers. What's going on, guys? Oh, because you got other action going on.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. A lot of people want to watch Chad Bisconner and Clay Belvoir. That's a classic matchup, Pacific Northwest.
I think as we get closer to the 12 o'clock matches, the folks that are watching within the room who are also warming up will kind of fall on over. But we got billiards for you. Yeah, that was definitely a wet shot. Stephen Gray rooting on Robert getting out there. That was a pretty strong answer to that safety play.
So good break from Bob, or from AMAN. Doesn't really get a whole lot of love with this one ball. What's he going to do? Is he going to try to? Yeah, he's going to try to hold him on the 3. Well played, and Bob brings his jump cue out right away. Nope, that's his regular shooting cue. I figured he'd be coming to the table with his jump cue. As good as he did last time with it. Why wouldn't you pull it out again right here? Looks like he wants to kick, but I don't think the kick has as much value as the jump, especially with what we just saw with his jump skills.
Yeah, a lot of good things can happen anyway. You're coming in contact on the right-hand side of this one ball. He's kicking at it.
Oh, okay, kicking 2 rails at it. And then we got a 1-9 for AMAN that's long distance. And this is not a high percentage. This is a low percentage, so how do you hit this to where it doesn't sell out anything?
The only good news is the one will be traveling in the opposite direction of the cue, away from the 9 ball. But yeah, it's definitely not a ball you want to draw up.
Boom! He nailed that thing, and that one was money. I mean, that was not an easy 9-ball combo. Those were offline, right?
Wow.
And the cue ball was in the pocket in the corner.
Wow.
So AMAN bringing a big-time shot. Now, we are seeing them warmed up now. This is a completely different match than what we saw in the first set. These two guys are coming out swinging. Wow. That was a big-time 9-ball combo. A monster combo.
Yeah, I like the speed he played it at, too, because the one ball was getting way clear of the area, gave no chance for skid, funny things to happen. You don't have to worry about drawing the pocket when you hit hard of the pocket like he did.
Love the sportsmanship, and Bob just giving him a fist bump saying that was a nice combo, AMAN. He recognizes that was very difficult. So a couple of balls in on the break for Bob. Not sure. I think he can see the 1 ball. 2 ball looks like it plays in the side. It does look like it's a hair off the rail. Maybe. It's hard to tell. What do you like here, Trevor?
I like anywhere into this area.
Okay.
Because even if you jaw, especially if you find yourself kind of in this target area behind the 7, if you jaw this 1 up for some reason,
yeah,
you're leaving it. Even if he jumps it in,
he got your line. Dude, he hit your line exactly perfect. If you hadn't erased it, it would be right on line. And don't know if the 2 plays on the side, but it doesn't have to. Certainly play it down in the corner if you're worried about it at all.
Yeah.
No problem. Which is probably the right play anyway, even if it did play in the side.
Want to get fairly straight on this 6 ball. The hold right for the 7, right where a stop shot would be.
A little bit out of line here.
Play a
Should
7
be
in the
okay.
side.
Yeah, should be okay.
I think your natural tangent line for a roll forward, if you can roll.
Yeah,
right up in
the 8 ball is
here.
going to come. I think it's going to be hard to hold. I don't think Bob likes to slow roll stuff. He seems to be the type of player to put the stroke on and take the extra couple of rails. And so I'm going to draw up what I think he's going to do, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
I'm thinking he's going to play with a little bit of draw and bring this cue ball. Sorry about my lines. I think he's going to bring the cue ball into that path. That's what I think. A bit of outside. I don't like trying to hold it, and the reason I don't like trying to hold it is you just don't get to let your stroke out, and it's all your little tiny movements are magnified.
Yeah, coming 2 rails somewhere into. Oh, he just draws. That's a little funny. I think now you have to play with a little high inside. Kind of get up into this area.
Yeah.
Unless you want to really put a big stroke on and come 2 rails like this. That works too.
Yeah. And you notice that, the better players don't hold the ball as much. They'll take the extra rail many times just because it's more accurate with your stroke. And that's going to be a succession. AMAN taking the lead. That should have been, I'm going to say, should have been a break and run for Bob.
Yeah, especially after that 1 ball to the 2. Mm-hmm. Really got in a nice position, just overrolled his 6 ball just a little bit. Got into that funny zone.
He did all the hard work and then kind of the more simple stuff. But, he took extra time on that shot to the side on that ball that he missed, the 6 ball, I think. And I think it was because he was still contemplating which way to go. Do I hold it or do I take the extra rail?
Yeah.
And sometimes you when you're between 2 thoughts, you're not 100% committed to the one that you decided to do a lot of times. The other one might still be in your mind a little bit. So a couple balls in on the break for AMAN. And we're going to see a safety behind the 8, I think. The cue ball is going to end up behind the 8 ball. Didn't get behind the 8, but he did get coverage from the 9, so that was a good backup plan. But ideally, he wanted to be behind the 8 because that takes away a lot of kicking options.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost dead on kick and stick, like just.
Well, the kick and stick could put the 2 in the side also.
Yeah,
yes, he
he's
can.
Going the other way. You could see an edge of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Can we get behind the 6? Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
well played, Bob. And then
I think he got the potting line potentially taken away here. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see a full ball. I don't think so.
no. Definitely can't see the full ball. And the part of it that he can see takes the cue ball to the corner pocket, so he's got to kick at this. No.
Oh, that was close. Snuggles up on the 7.
So AMAN is going to try to hit it as thin as he possibly can and bring the cue ball back down 2 rails, back down to really, if he can get behind the 9. I think he can go a thinner angle than that. If he gets thinner, so? Yeah, I think he can get. No, he did follow your path pretty good, actually, Trevor. He hit it fuller than I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to hit, just like kind of paper thin on it and bring it down to the left side between, underneath the 5.9.
This is not friendly. Unless you can play the 8, but I think that they're just a little bit too close on, you can't get deep enough on the 8 to really get it to throw.
So, yeah, the carom doesn't look good to me. Oh, he tried to spin it and kick and get underneath, and that was very risky.
Yeah, I mean, if that checks up and stays back in there, it's a great shot, but that pocket does kind of obviously get in the way of that.
AMAN with ball in hand and an opportunity to go up 2. And a 2-game lead in a race to 7 is huge. Doesn't seem like a lot, but I wonder what the stats are of players that have a 2+ game lead in a race to 7. I wonder what their win-loss percentage is. I would say it's in the 75+% win percentage when you do have a 2+ lead, 2+ game lead.
Pretty straight on this. That's going to be long shot on the 6 likely. Oh wow, he had just enough angle. Get perfect. No.
Yeah, just draw back, a foot or 2.
Really let the outside English.
Oh. He hit the side of the ball. He did not want to do that. He wanted to hit that really full in the face. He ended up kind of miscuing, but just using inadvertent side spin that caused some deflection there, and that caused that cue ball to come out. I don't like this at all. Now I like it. That was tight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was so tight.
That backside carom, if you know that little trick, you can really be good at controlling your cue ball there.
Wait, what's Babalu doing here? I was just going to say, I don't think that he has the one rail to the 7, and I think that unless he goes this way, right, which is much harder, but I think this is the only shot to get to it.
Oh, that's just such
Does
a
he
hard
have?
line
If he has
visualize.
this one, I like this one better. Yeah, he did have it. Okay, I wasn't sure he had enough room to do that. I did like it better because it was more of a guarantee on the hit, but the
Another safety inbound.
Yep. AMAN keeping him on his heels a bit.
Yeah, if you can masse into this a little bit and get a full hit on that 7 ball at the right speed, you can leave it right on that center diamond up table. Or, yeah. He gave that ball a chance to go in the hole, that's for sure.
Yep, it wasn't a big area to get in there, but
both of these players are just playing so casual and so quick that it makes me feel like they're just kind of playing a friendly $5 match.
it's their style.
Yeah.
If they slowed down, they'd be out of stroke.
Yeah.
They're rhythm players, right?
AMAN going up 4-2. Robert coming back to break. He has been hitting the center table break where you're kind of giving the 9 ball, getting kicked by the back ball in the rack, giving it a chance to go in any of the 4 pockets, the side pockets, the upper corner pockets.
And the score update, Clay Belvoir up 3-2 over Chad Bisconner in the Elite B-side final match.
Chad just about kicked a very difficult ball in.
There's the scratch on the break. We've seen a couple of those, and they're very painful in bar box 9 balls. Scratch on the break is hard to recover from those. And that came at a bad time from Bob when he really needed to get back into this and get a breaking run or get something going, keeping control of the table. You lose control right off the bat. It's huge. Let's see how Amon likes to do this. 3 to the 4, easy, no problem. There's no issues really here. Just got to stay on the correct side of each ball. You should be okay.
Just letting it roll forward a couple inches here. Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to thin cut it to the side.
That's real easy to catch that long point and have it settle up. You got to be real thin. And that side pocket comes into.
Yeah, and you got to not try to hold the cue ball. Don't try to hold it because then you're going to hit it too thick and catch the point. You know, go ahead and let the cue ball out. Just go a little bit further off the rail. He did slow roll it and hold it. Now, I kind of liked coming up and being a little risky with the other side of the 7, but the 8 ball comes into play if you do that. So this is tough. I think he has to back cut this to the top right.
I think I agree. I kind of almost would be thinking about getting into the 9 ball here, just not to flirt with the side pocket at all. Always trying to play safe.
That did not work at all. Amon is like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So how?
Yeah, trying to bank it up into the 8 ball line.
Yeah,
That's
that one,
tough.
I'm confused. I mean, okay, so I'm going to say something about that I've noticed about Amon. When he's down in a match, he's very offensive. When he's ahead in a match, he switches. He goes very defensive. If he was down 4-2, he would have fired that thing in the top right corner, guaranteed.
Interesting. Uh-oh.
It's
Okay.
just what I've noticed. It's just what I've noticed. And I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just, you know, how he feels. But when he's up, he tends to, you know, want to, you know, keep you off balance with a lot of safety play. And when he's down, he's firing at balls to get back into it.
Robert making a nice cut down the rail there. Get him back within striking distance. Really want to hold your serve in this alternating break format.
And we got Alex Brown back here in the booth watching and going, this should be me in this spot, but unfortunately didn't work out this time.
Dagger to the heart.
I know, but we all been there, right?
We have.
When you're watching the finals and you know that it should be you in that spot. Okay, cue ball almost scratches for Amon.
Shape's looking pretty natural. I kind of like, depending on how much angle you have there, stunning over for the
Sorry,
2 and the.
Stole your mouse here. Let's put it right in the middle if you
There we
want.
go.
Move that up.
I think if you're just playing just a straight kill shot over into this area here for the 2 in the opposing corner, it really leads well to the 4 ball. It's going to come back out for it. Put a nice stroke on it.
Yeah.
Got there very well.
And last rack, he had no problems, and I said he has no problems, and then he created a problem, and then gave up the rack. So tell you, in this game, when your opponent scratches on the break, like Bob did in that last one, you got to win those racks, especially when nothing's tied up.
Yeah.
Very surprised that AMAN did not take that one. Let's see if it comes back to bite him. Uh-oh. Slow up. It's slowing up.
See, you're in the same boat. Like,
I know.
I feel like they are playing just a little bit slower. Like
when he first hit it, I'm like, uh-oh, and then I remembered, oh, we're at the ocean. There's humidity. Yeah. He's okay.
Checks up.
Yeah. Okay, just taking his medicine on the 7 a little bit. No big deal. That's the right play. Don't try to get anything crazy.
Thing is, with the 8-ball, anywhere in this area, and you're on the 9 pretty easily for...
Right. It's a pretty big position window.
Yeah.
I like this. The best position window is a stop shot, right? That's the best place to be, is a stop shot. Bob not conceding this one, although he has a couple of so far. And AMAN inching closer to that championship. This is the second set. If you're just tuning in, the first set, AMAN defeated Robert 7-2. And this is the second set.
I wonder what the score was between AMAN and Robert on the A side. I'm going to pull that up.
Yeah, I'm curious of that as well.
Oh, wow. Currently, Robert got AMAN 7-2 on the A side.
Wow. Okay, so then the first set was a 7-2 the other way, so it was sort of they were even after that.
All works out in the wash type of a thing, and
yeah,
now we're into the tie-break set, even in game count.
Look at this dead straight break, he wasn't doing that before, so he's changed to a head-on head ball break in 9-ball. And do you think that has to do with this scratch on the break on the last one? Is he just feeling like he's not controlling the cue ball well enough after the break? But I'd rather, I don't know, the head ball break, you're giving up that guarantee of the wing ball.
Yeah, I mean, it is a way to ride the 9, but
yeah, the 9-ball does move, and you can see it moved all the way to the other side of the table. But if you don't pocket a ball, you give up control of the table right off the bat. And it's very rare to see a player in this division, platinum or elite or gold even, to do a head ball break. Because you're not really trying to pocket the 9 on the break at this level. You're trying to pocket the wing ball and run out,
Agreed.
So AMAN checking out the 3-7 to see what's going on there, if he wants to play that. I think the 3 does play up to the top right corner, and that looks like maybe what he wants. But then how do you get the cue ball through that traffic to have shape on the 4? What do you think here, Trevor? Are you putting this in the top right corner?
Yeah. No, I'm playing the 7 combo that he sized up for and getting the cue ball through the...
Okay.
Ooh, he cut it.
Yeah, because I was going to say, with the combo, you're coming into the 8-ball. You have to navigate that and either hit it extra hard or...
Drama.
Yeah.
Kicks out of trouble again. Doesn't look like he gives up. If that goes into the corner pocket, it is a very tight pocket. I kind of actually like kicking. Oh, he's jumping? Or he's thinking about jumping. I kind of like thinning the 3 and letting it kind of trickle up here. Taking the cue ball back across into this area.
Yeah, I like that.
If you can only see the edge of the ball. Because if the 3 was just a little bit further this direction, you could go off of the back rail and carry them into the 9.
Yeah,
But I think
right.
I think where it's at now, you're coming across the top of it too much to.
You don't have a chance of carrying the 9 at all in that scenario. But he did get the kick, and I think he's going to get good.
Wow,
that's pretty good. It's not going to give up a hit. The only kick is to come off the bottom rail, and Bob just getting right down on this. Oh, he did have an edge of it, and look at that. Boy, he didn't take much time either and just drilled it. Well, what are you going to do? Are you going to masse?
No, he's got the edge of this ball.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right.
3 ball is back up by the. Oh, he just.
Very close.
Just caught the top of the ball.
Very close. Safety coming. I'm putting the cue ball down behind the 9, I think. I'm going to thin off this 3 ball, bringing the cue ball in this direction.
Do you not think the 3 goes on the side?
No, I don't actually, but if it does, then that's where I'm putting it. But I think the 8 ball's in the way. Am I not seeing things very good today?
I mean, he might have half of a pocket there. And if he does, it leads to pretty natural shape for the 4.
Okay. You're right. He does have it. I didn't realize that that pocket was available.
Oh, he hit the heart of the pocket.
Good call.
This is a little short.
And the 9 ball comes into play.
Yeah, you got to find this tight little line where you're wanting to hit the cue ball into just in between the 2.
And he hit exactly on your spot.
Absolutely perfect. Don't. Oh.
Yeah, but he didn't want to pocket that 5 ball. That's okay. So if this is almost identical to a shot that he played the safety on last time and was way off with it, and he's going to try it again.
This time he's going to get
This time he got there good, but the last time he tried that almost the exact same safety,
yeah,
he was way off the mark, and it came back and sold out the rack. So that shot right there, we'll see, could be the one that puts AMAN on the hill, and I think it definitely could. AMAN looking to go on the hill with these 3 and take home a championship trophy.
Drawing up into this area here is ideal. Oh, going a completely different path.
Yeah, there's multiple ways of doing it.
I just feel like your target area over there is a little wider, but he's got there. Might have to play short side on the 9.
He's going forward, and he's going to go hit the rail and back out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Angle.
Yeah. And to go on the hill, a monster.
I mean, what a good way to get ready for a big tournament down in Vegas. I mean, coming through and winning a regional, like, I mean, he's in prime position. Not saying it's over yet, but breaking on the hill, guaranteed 2 more breaks.
And I'll take a look here at the
I think it's like 1260 or something like that.
Yeah, 1265 for first, 820 for second. So it's a pretty big difference, you know. So it's a good $500 difference. $1,265. That'll pay for, you know, maybe his flight and hotel and food in Vegas for his trip out there. So
doesn't even cover his entry and side pots.
No.
$1,600.
But I tell you what, AMAN has probably won enough money in tournaments this year to cover that plus some. So I think for the rest of the year, he's free rolling, basically.
Agreed.
He's been either, first or in the finals in so many tournaments this year, and bigger tournaments up in our area, 15th Street, Scratch, Ox, Golden Fleece.
He beat me in the final of the 8-ball $250 entry tournament, 600 and below.
Yep.
That was a pretty good payday too.
Yeah, so
worked out pretty well. That 7-ball plays big in the safety shot here. Coming across, leaving the 2 right in that area. Want to avoid that. Okay. Robert with a creative shot there. Got pretty funny on this 2-ball. Could slice it in with some draw inside and come around 3 rails. He's sizing it up. Might just try and roll it. Oh, he catches the point. I like Zing the 2 from here, leaving it on the top rail and getting up underneath of the 6. And not keeping the cue ball in close proximity.
Yeah, gets an extra rail, and the 6 still is in play. So Bob's going to be, I believe, jumping this. Looks like the 9-ball is right in the position line for the kick. So I don't really like the kick option. But what are you hoping to accomplish with the jump, Trevor? Where are you typically trying to hit on this 2-ball?
Trying to hit it to make the 2 into that pocket.
Yeah.
Take the 2 or the cue ball over into the 7.
Okay.
So if you come short and it runs into the 5 here,
okay,
you're leaving it pretty tough.
All right. A good successful contact on the jump.
6-ball going to help? It is not.
And it kind of got into that funny spot where it's not going to play in the side, so Aman's going to have to play it in the corner. I do believe he's got enough to be able to catch the rail past the side pocket with maybe a little bit of follow. It's just not going to be ideal to getting on the 5, I think.
He's drawing it.
Is he going to draw it away from the corner or from the side? That was tough to do because that scratch is just big right there if you don't have the, your good stroke on it.
Look out, 9-ball.
Yeah. Look out, 9-ball. Bob Gehring, is this going to be the way that his tournament ends? This is the second set, so Aman is looking to take this championship down with one more rack. And Bob kicking for his tournament life. Gets the good hit, and what's he going to get out of it? Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Aman kind of with a similar angle here. But, this is...
Cue ball is going to be traveling.
I don't like... it feels...
I think he's going to play safe.
It feels a little dicey.
He's cutting it in the side.
Oh, man. That was a sweet shot right there. And gets nice and flat on the 6. The 9-ball is going to be the toughest ball to get shape on. Really, because it's just in that spot by the side pocket, close to the rail. But I don't think that he's going to have too much issue. Using top, he is. You coming short side on the 9?
Yeah.
He's aiming for your circle. He came a little short.
Yeah, I think a little bit more top and speed there. You kind of get a little closer to the ball, maybe a touch of inside.
With this 9-ball, AMAN SUNAR looking to be the 2024 Lincoln City WBCA champion, and he is. Congratulations.